So guys, take a look at this our S&P 500. I mean, our prediction. Let's see, this was the weekly time frame. We actually predicted this move. The last time we did analysis on S&P 500 on the weekly aspect of it, we said the week that just passed we would be going bearish, and guess what, we actually had this bearish move, right? So I mean, a lot of you who have actually short this would have made a lot. Now we would want to see this price, what this price will be moving for this week, in order to be able to predict this move on our S&P 500. I want us to start from the monthly time frame. So monthly time frame is how we would actually get this analysis properly. Now see it on this monthly time frame. We all can see this movement, right? It was bullish, right? So I mean, price has actually been rolling up on this monthly time frame. Price actually above the period moving average, pushing up, for some years. I think this was around this. What I'm seeing here, the chart that is showing me here is 2011. So at least even before 2011, we are actually on a bullish move. But this chart here is 2011. So I mean, let's just assume 2011. We've actually been rolling up. Price is now going bullish. Prices are above 10 period moving average. Now come and see this of recent movement, which was about late 2021. So this was around late 2021 year. Late 2021, that should be let's say December 2021. So I mean, we started having this drop, right? So price has actually been dropping. We can clearly see that we are on a bearish move on S&P 500. That is one, and we can see that this price is below 10 period moving average. So this period moving average I set here is 10. So once price is below 10 period moving average, then definitely it should be below 20 period moving average. So I mean, so as price is below 20 period moving average, there's only one movement to be made, which is actually a bearish move. Now see this movement down, drop we had that was made here, a correction here, another drop on this S&P 500, a correction here, and we also predicted that we will be having a drop again on S&P 500. But before we actually continue to go down, we would want to see this price drop to break this previous lows, and now the price is, and it has actually broken it. It is now at that current level of the previous lows. So what we will be expecting next again is another drop. So which means we will be expecting another bearish move downward again on S&P 500 before we might be seeing something like a pullback area. So I mean, this price we are looking at, we would want to see a bearish move. Then maybe after the bearish move, after the drop, we might get a pullback. So monthly time frame still bullish, bearish by the way. Let's roll down to the weekly time frame. Let's start the weekly time frame from here. I mean, one movement again, it is bearish, right? So I mean, price was below 10 period moving average, which we actually short. It got a time price broke above 10 period moving average. We also predicted that at least we should see a reaction at this level here, which price actually roll up. It came to the level, right? I know those who took the trade will have made a lot, and I also said that we'll actually be dropping, which we actually did. At least it was 5 weeks ago where we made this prediction. Now we are on a dropping move again on this S&P 500. So I also predicted that about last week that we would want to see this price come to this level here, right? That we will see this price drop to this level and at least break below it. That is what we predicted, right? And now price is now at that level. It even broke below it. We now see this huge wick. Now take a look at this now this way again on weekly time frame. We are still expecting a bearish move, so price will still give us that drop again on this S&P 500. Now take a look at this. So I mean, once we have that drop, then we had this pullback, right? So we are expecting another drop, which we actually got. So we'll be expecting a drop, a little bit of a drop. After the drop, then a pullback should occur. Reason is that this is a key level. We tend to see price react at a key level area, right? So price tends to react at a key level area. So now that the price is at a key level area, we should see it react, which will give us a pullback. But before that, we would want to see a drop below, at least to break it well, drop, then possibly then maybe next week, let's just assume next week, we will start seeing the pullback, which will start rolling up. But this week we are predicting for we should still go bearish on the weekly time frame. That is one. Second is that this price is below 10 period moving average. I mean, Once price is below 10 period moving average, we are to short this price. So look for a way to actually sell this. So S&P 500, we are on a bearish move. Now let's roll down to the daily time frame. So I mean, this is where we looked at on our weekly time frame. We look at it from this top, but I want us to actually make it faster. We would actually look at it from here on this S&P 500. So I mean, what we all can see is actually a bearish move, right? So S&P 500 is dropping. Now take a look at this. We had a drop on this daily time frame, a pullback occurred. We had another drop, a pullback. We had this pullback, and now we can see this drop, right? So what we would be expecting on this daily time frame is a pullback. So once the pullback is over, like I said, we would be having a pullback possibly next week. And if we have it this week that we are predicting for, then it should be close to the end of the week, possibly Wednesday, Thursday. We should now get that pullback. Once we have the pullback, then another drop will occur. So if you want to take this trade on this S&P 500, then the advice will be that once the pullback is over, so we'll be expecting a pullback. Once the pullback is over, then we can enter to short this position. As of now, we are still dropping. I mean, this is a good amount of impulse move downward. Price has dropped massively. Of course, we should be expecting a pullback. So once the pullback is over, once we've gotten the pullback, then we should now enter to short this position. Now to actually enter this trade, we would roll down to the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame is a time frame to actually take a trade, right, for the week. Now what we all can see here on this 4-hour time frame is actually a bearish move also. So I mean, this is a drop on 4-hour time frame, a pullback occurred here, another drop was made, we had a pullback here. So I mean, take a look at it, this drop was made again, so this pullback occurred. So if you take a look at this on this 4-hour time frame, this was a drop, price reacted at this level again, right? It reacted here. So once price broke below it, we tend to see the pullback to that level again, right? So now price now drop again. So it actually was reacted at this level, at a pullback level area, right? So we now add a pullback to that same level, level where price reacted to, right? Now we are on a drop on our S&P 500. It looks like we are starting to have a pullback. So if in case this will be a pullback, then I can show you we would add the pullback to this level where that we once had a pullback at. This level is about 3751. So we are currently trading at 3691. So let's see if we have that pullback to about 3751. Then after it, then a drop again will occur. So once the pullback is over and you want to short this position, then fine, wait for the pullback. Once the pullback comes to hit this level we just talked about, we've highlighted, then we can short this position. And lastly, 1-hour time frame. 1-hour time frame, see this huge green candlestick. So let's see it if it will actually roll up and test this level. We know you see the price reacted at this level, right? Once it pushes up, tap here, we also see it came again right at this level a little bit, even kind of give us one inconsistent movement, kind of this little candlestick, then price broke below it. So we should very much see it actually push up again to test that level, then we can enter to short this S&P 500 for the week.